And hello everybody, happy Monday. Welcome back from the holidays. If you've had a holiday season, I'm glad to be back with you. My name is Rob Booker and we're here for the Trader's Lunchbox, which is a daily show, of course, for traders. And today I want to announce that we have a brand new version of the Finch robot. Now, many of you are familiar with the Finch robot already. It's the primary robot that I use for my trading, but there's a new version that has come out and that is available. And I would love to spend some time together with you today discussing what the Finch robot is, what it used to do, and what it can do now. So, Nate, if we could jump over here to the whiteboard, I think we should be up and ready to go. Is that correct? All right. So here's what the Finch robot does. It takes thousands and thousands of trades and spreads risk across all of those trades. This is not just good in theory, it's good in practice. And there are a number of traders, including Scott Haywood of Plutus robot fame, 1041 Trading, and other traders who have reached even up to $2,000 a day with the Finch robot. But in most cases, the Finch robot will have one characteristic which drives people kind of absolutely crazy. And that characteristic is drawdown. Now, drawdown is an open series of trades which have not yet closed profitably, which are currently losing. And this is the bane of the existence of all robot traders. Robot traders get frustrated because there's either a string of losses, or, even if you have a stop loss on a robot, there can be a string of losses, or there can be a period of time where losing trades are open and waiting to come back into profitability. Now, I love the Finch robot. I love it with all of my heart. But the Finch robot and drawdown has definitely driven some people absolutely crazy. And instead of avoiding that problem, we like to tackle those kinds of problems head on and face on. We like to test, we like to experiment, we like to get the data, and we like to figure out what might work better. So we are constantly refining and improving the robots, as you already know. And today I want to introduce you to a refinement and an improvement on the Finch robot that I think you're going to like. Now, before we get into any of that, I need to remind you, no matter what you ever hear me say, no matter what you ever see me do, trading involves a substantial risk of loss, and it's not suitable for all investors. And also, you should probably talk to a financial advisor before you do any kind of trading, especially in the world of currency trading. All right, with that introduction, we're going to jump back over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what Finch used to do, or still does do in most cases. And I'm going to show you what the brand new version of the Finch robot can do. So I'm going to switch over here. I'm going to get this all ready, and then I'm going to broadcast. In just a moment, I will broadcast my screen for Nate, but I'm just going to switch over the currency pair. This is going to be beautiful. This is going to be delightful. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to broadcast my screen over to you, Nate. How you doing, Nate?
I'm doing great, Rob.
Nate says he's doing great. Okay, here we go. I'm broadcasting my screen, and you should be able to see that pop up on the live broadcast. Okay. And just let me know, Nate, how's that going? Seem to be working?
No, actually,
all right.
It's not.
Doesn't seem to be working. Please stand by while we deal with.
It just clicked over.
There we go. All right. Sometimes things around these parts take a few minutes, but it's always good to know Nate's around. Okay. On the screen in front of you right now, you will see the British pound Swiss franc, which is a fantastic, lovely, beautiful, delightful currency pair. It's one of my favorites. I like it because it tends to range. It tends to go backwards and back and forth and whatever else. It's great for the Finch robot. The Finch robot is based upon Knoxville divergence, which you see on the chart in front of you. Knoxville divergence. Knoxville divergence is an indicator that I built in 2013 while I was traveling across the country. Stopped in Knoxville, Tennessee, sat inside of a coffee shop, and built an indicator. This is that indicator. And the Finch robot uses Knoxville divergence to buy and sell. The traditional version of the Finch robot will simply look for divergence like you see on the screen right here. And this is bullish divergence because the red Knoxville divergence lines are underneath the candles. So that is bullish divergence, and traditionally this would automatically lead to a buy trade. That would be a buy trade on the Finch robot. No filters. You see the ADX at the bottom of the screen, but that's completely unnecessary. We don't even need it, so we can even delete it from the screen. That would be a buy trade. What I want to propose to you today is there is another way to think about the Finch robot, and it requires a filter. Now, we've used the ADX as a filter. We've used a bunch of different things as a filter. But we're currently in the process right now of testing a filter, which I used years ago when I taught the Trifecta 3 course. Now, Trifecta 3 was the class that I taught that was the third installment of a trading system that used Knoxville divergence. It not only used Knoxville divergence, but it also required the appearance of a reversal tab. They're also known as reversal arrows, but you can use reversal tab or reversal arrow, whatever you like. Now, a reversal arrow is a combination of the stochastic oscillator and the MACD. When the MACD line is crossing through the zero line, and the stochastic oscillator is either overbought or oversold, there is a reversal tab. Bearish reversal tabs come when the market is overbought, and bullish reversal tabs come when the market is oversold. The new version of the Finch robot, which I am lovingly referring to as the Dr. Bill Finch, because Dr. Bill in Los Angeles, one of the most successful Finch traders of all time, is the instigator of this entire conversation, and he paid to have this version of the Finch robot built. So I decided to call it the Dr. Bill Finch. The Dr. Bill Finch requires divergence, which is over here at the left, to be followed by a reversal tab before the trade is taken. And it requires a reversal tab or arrow within 20 bars or candles, depending on what you use. It requires the existence of a reversal tab within 20 bars of the formation of divergence. So on the screen in front of us right now, you can see Knoxville divergence over here, but it would not result in a trade because there is no bullish green reversal tab within 20 bars of the formation of that divergence. Over here, however, we see divergence, criteria number 1, followed by a reversal tab, criteria number 2. Now, this would be a bearish trade, a short trade on the pound Swiss, which obviously you can see here doesn't work. And it's great that we're looking at an example of a trade that doesn't work. It's great that we're looking at that because we don't want to look at trades that work all the time. We want to look at reality, right? We want to be upfront about all of this. That is, however, an example of a Dr. Bill Finch trade. Now, these are 2 examples of Dr. Bill Finch trades that would be taken. Here is a sell trade. I'll put an S, which on my planet actually stood for hope. Anyway, and this would be a buy trade. I'll walk you through why one is a buy trade and the other is a sell trade. The first one is a sell trade because there is the existence of Knoxville divergence, bearish divergence, followed by a reversal arrow within 20 bars or candles. The buy trade at the bottom of the screen includes Knoxville divergence, a bullish Knoxville divergence, followed by a reversal tab or arrow within 20 bars or candles. 1 buy, 1 sell. The brand new Dr. Bill Finch robot will include, or does include, these conditions, these additions, these requirements, and it is available already inside of the library. I don't know why this isn't, let's see if I can log into my, beautiful, it's already here. So if you log into your member library for the robots, you scroll down to the new Finch robots, November, December 2017. You'll not only see the brand new Finch 2.5.1 robot, thank you to Scott Haywood and Brian in Australia, but you'll also see the Dr. Bill Finch, which includes the requirement of reversal arrows. Now, why is this important? Well, let me share with you an example from the chart that we looked at just a moment ago. In this instance over here, you could see a sell trade over here at the left. This sell trade would be a loss, and there would be a drawdown. But then there would be a second trade that would be profitable and would pay for the first trade. Then we'd get a buy trade, and that would be profitable. The reason that I like this version of the Finch, and we're testing it, is because it takes fewer trades and seems to have less drawdown. In other words, it appears to have less drawdown in exchange for its profit. And if you have been trading the Finch for any length of time, less drawdown sounds incredibly awesome. So I would love to get you and the Dr. Bill Finch together. Now, if you're already a lifetime member or a robots member, you already have access to this. And if you're not yet a member, today's the last day of our Black Friday sale, and you can follow the links that we place in this video at the end of this video, or you can just go to, right now, you can just head over to robbooker.com. And if you head over to robbooker.com on the home page, you'll see a link straight to the Black Friday sale, which ends today, and you'll get access to all of the robots, past and present and future. Every robot that I ever make, you'll get access to all of that, including the new robots for stocks that we're working on, which I can't wait to share with you as well. So that's the new one. Now, does it work better than the current version of the Finch? Well, we have some spreadsheets that we're in the process of doing. Frederick and Bill, and as soon as my tick data downloads, I'll be testing it, and we're filling a spreadsheet up with a comparison between the vanilla Finch, the standard Finch, and the Dr. Bill Finch. And we're testing from 2014 all the way to the present. So I'm going to unshare my screen, and then we'll just have a little conversation here. So we do suspect that this will, in some form, replace the current Finch that we're running. And I may be ready by the beginning of, the beginning of December or mid-December, or maybe I'll wait until the beginning of next year to run the Dr. Bill Finch instead, with a couple of other adjustments, which we can talk about on tomorrow's show. We'll save that for tomorrow's show, because I think there's some other big adjustments coming for those of you running this robot. But as of now, and to end things off today, I love the heck out of you. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? I was just thinking the other day, I used to eat Neapolitan ice cream when I was a kid, right? That was the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, right? And they called that Neapolitan ice cream. I didn't realize that was Neapolitan, and that one day I would live in Italy. I would live in Naples. So I actually lived in Naples, and it just occurred to me, Nate, I never really put two and two together, that I lived in the birthplace of my favorite kind of ice cream. I never put that together.
Good question about that ice cream, though.
What kind of flavors have come through? Rum raisin, don't waste my time. Does anybody know what movie that comes from? When someone named a dish, it was City Slickers. And in that scene, Billy Crystal and they were all talking around the campfire, and he said, my partner, my friend here, can name the perfect ice cream to go with any meal. And then they name off this really extravagant meal. And the guy goes, rum raisin, don't waste my time. They were all wowed by that. Anyway, what kind of flavors have come through today?
We've got cold is one of them. Pralines and cream.
Oh, yeah, pralines. Yeah, okay.
And mint chip, which is my personal favorite.
Okay, mint chip. Who said mint chip?
Bob McNeese.
You know, Bob, we love you. Bob, let's send you a book. So, Bob, get in touch with me. Send me a message on Facebook to Rob Booker Trader. Give us your address, and we'll ship you out a copy of Think and Grow Rich. And we love the heck out of you all. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for being here. Share the show, like the page, leave a like, leave a comment. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now, everyone.